Our 20s are probably the most difficult season when it comes to money. I mean, have you guys learned anything about budgeting, taxes, how to invest for beginners, or how to open a savings account, any of these things in high school or university? Because I haven't. Our 20s are also the time where we usually earn the least in all our lifetime. I mean, as a teenager, we obviously earned less then, but we also didn't have all the expenses that we have now. If you've clicked on this video, you want to improve your money situation and you want to build good money habits, even though you maybe don't earn a lot of money. And this is also not necessary. There are many things that do not require you to make a lot of money or to have a lot of money. So these are the things we'll be talking about today. They will set you up for financial success and they are the foundation for money management and wealth building. By the way, if you're new, my name is Rebecca and this channel is all about making your personal finances and your life more simple. So let's get started. The first money tip for your 20s is to live below your means. That means spend less than what you earn. And I know it's very difficult in your 20s and on a tight budget, but I promise you, if you spend more than what you make now, you will also do that in the future because it's a habit and you have not learned to set a limit for what you can spend. And in the future, if you make 50K more or 70,000 more a year, you will still spend more than what you earn. So this is a great thing to start practicing now. Be aware of your bank account, of your financial situation, how much money you have, and then what you're spending each month. Money tip number 2, and it ties in perfectly with the first one, is to avoid debt. Do not buy things that you can't afford. Obviously, there are some types of debt that we can't really avoid, like the college education if you live in a country that's very expensive for college, or then later your house loan or maybe a car payment. But these, I would say, are the only examples that you can really have debt. For anything else, make it a rule for you that debt is not an option. If you want to buy something and you have to put it on your credit card, but you're not able to repay it at the end of the month, you cannot afford it, period. And this is something that if you learn it in your 20s, it will save you so much interest, so much money in the future, and also so much stress. Now let's move on to the third money tip, which is making on-time payments. So anything that you have to pay for in the month, whether it be your rent, your car payments, or even like paying off your credit card, make sure to pay it on time. And if it's very difficult for you to remember these days, then just put a reminder on your phone. It's this easy. Paying on time will make sure that you don't pay unnecessary money and interest. And I mean, who wouldn't want to have a little extra money to pay to go out for a drink or to spend on something on vacation? So don't pay money where you don't necessarily have to. These were some very practical ones, but now let's move on to more the money mindset. So tip number 4 is find out what you truly value in life. Really think about what you value in life. What are your passions? How do you want to live your life? It might sound very difficult to find out, but you don't have to figure it out from today to tomorrow. Just take a period of time. Take several months or a year that you're really thinking about that topic. So try to evaluate what have you spent your money on in the past month? What were the bigger ticket items? And then evaluate, has it really brought you joy? And maybe you'll even notice some things like, oh, my best friend loves to go clubbing, but I just don't. I prefer staying at home or watching a movie. That's wonderful. These are the things that you want to note down. Things that you value in life and things that are important to you specifically, not to your friend, but to you. This will help you a lot. When you know what you value, you know what you really want to spend your money on and what things you can cut out because they don't matter to you anyways. And trust me, there are so many 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds who don't even know that, who haven't given a thought to what they value in life. So they just keep spending money on things that don't truly make them happy. This brings us to tip number 5, stop comparing yourself with your friends. So just because your friend likes to do an activity or spend money on something, it doesn't mean that you should, because your values might be very different. And we also shouldn't be comparing our financial situations because maybe a friend of yours has wealthier parents, or maybe someone you know has chosen a field where they earn a lot of money in their 20s, for example in the consulting world. But also their lifestyle and their free time will look very different to yours. So don't compare yourself to other people. It's not about them, it's about you. It's about your financial journey and what the next step for you specifically can look like to improve your finances. And among friends, don't try to keep up with each other or compete with each other. I'm very thankful for the friend groups that I had in my 20s because they were really healthy relationships, I would say. We would be very supportive of each other. If somebody said, well, I don't really have the money this month, then we would try to find activities like, oh, okay, I'll come over to your house, we'll play a board game or something. And This way we could include them without making them spend more money. So that's something that my friend group really encouraged, to be open about our finances and to look for alternatives. So if this is something that your friend group is not doing, then maybe you can be the one starting doing it. The last money tip that I want to mention is make it a habit to save, even if it's just $5 or $10. And I know it goes a little bit against the you can do these tips even though you're broke, but you can do that on a low salary. So even if it's just a little amount of money that you can save each month, if you make it a habit, it will be much easier for you in the future to keep doing that and to increase that amount. Make it a habit to save up for your vacation. So when you go on vacation, you have the money saved up already and you can spend it guilt-free and you don't have to accumulate more credit card debt. Start building your emergency fund for all the unexpected things that happen that we have to pay for, and if we don't have the money for them, then we could be in big trouble. So these were some easy things you can do in your 20s to help you in the long run. Remember that any habit that you build now will help your future you. And if you learn now how to live within your means, how to avoid interest payments like for debt or for any late payments, these things are the foundation for what you will need for money management later on. If you have any other tip for our 20s that we can do on a low income, then let us know in the comments down below so we can all benefit from that. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, if you like this kind of content and want to learn more about money management and how to start investing, then consider subscribing because I have a lot of content on that. I will link some more videos of mine over here that you can go ahead and watch next, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!